Selain kerjasama bilateral, tentunya Indonesia juga menarik minat investor asing untuk masuk ke Indonesia. Tidak hanya investor dari negara lain secara bilateral, namun juga investasi secara regional. Untuk mengetahui seperti apa ketertarikan Republik Ceko untuk berinvestasi ke Indonesia, kami akan menanyakannya langsung dengan Duta Besar Republik Ceko untuk Indonesia, Mr. Jaroslav Dolcek. Your Excellency, let's talk about investment. Investment Coordinating Board of Indonesia's data shows that the total value of Czech's investment in Indonesia in 2022 was 3.23 million US dollar, and there's a positive growth if we compare that to 2021 with 1 million USD value. How do you see the investment climate in Indonesia?
I think that Indonesia has been working towards improving its investment climate over the years. The country has implemented a variety of economic and regulatory reforms aimed at increasing foreign investments, creating jobs, and promoting economic growth. Additionally, there are several incentives provided by the government to boost the investments climate, such as tax benefits, streamlined investments, regulations, and other business-friendly policies. I believe that Indonesia will be considered by the Czech investors as an attractive investment destination due to its large market size, abundance of natural resources, and strategic location. Czech investors have warmly welcomed the liberalization term that has been brought about the positive investment list. The economy of Indonesia naturally requires deeper involvement of the foreign partner. Pure export is a matter of the past. And thus we try to come up with the sectoral platform solutions and motivate our exporters to make certain commitments to grow of a local economy.
I see. So from all of the positive projection between Indonesia and Czech Republic investment, what sectors are considered to be most appealing here for Czech investors?
I wouldn't say that there are specific sectors that Czech investors target here in Indonesia. They rather see the country as a rising regional power defined with some very positive indicators of economic growth, as well as the size of the market, together with the consumerist character of a local population. In Indonesia, there is still much space for development, infrastructure, and be it, for example, be it in transportation and energy or water treatment infrastructure, energy, as well as in the optimization of existing production lines. Yeah. But there are some Czech companies which successfully perform in Indonesia, like a company which offering comprehensive solution for the supply of small hydropower plants. In the field of healthcare, gradual expansion into the Indonesian healthcare market continues with the offer of the hospital solutions. Or cardiovascular tissues are gaining ground. Considering the size of the country, again, I think that connectivity requires a dense network, especially airports, I think, because an industry business area is both to complete supply of turnkey air traffic control systems, which we are excellent in that, and subcontracting of the radar system themselves of air traffic control at the Indonesian airports. The Czech Republic has traditionally had a good reputation in Indonesia as an aircraft manufacturer, and both in the military and civilian fields. There continues to be strong interest in the L-4010 transport aircraft, which is ideal for providing transport services to small remote islands. I do not think all 17,000 islands, but some of them. And after the acquisition of the first piece of aircraft by Susi Air, The aircraft was homologated for operations in Indonesia, which opens the way of wider application of this machine.
Indonesia is also currently building the new capital city in Kalimantan. Is there anything interesting for the Czech investors in this project?
We have learned that project of the new capital, Ibu Kota Nusantara, has become the main project of the current government. We look forward to this first phase of the settlement of the city is planned for the anniversary celebrations of the Republic in August in 2024. For Czech companies, it represents a series of business opportunities, primarily in the area of the so-called smart cities, but also in the area of construction of engineering networks, supply of telematics, urban furniture, etc., etc. We are still active in communication with the IKN authority representatives, and the presentation of this mega project will be delivered to potential Czech investors shortly within the context of the official visit of the Prime Minister of the Czech Republic to Indonesia. Smart City Cluster follows on the development of this construction project, and one of the upcoming business missions will narrow down its focus on the opportunities this represents. The idea that EKN is a showroom of smart city solutions is tempting. And as it is in socio-economic terms a great investment, and will serve as a good marketing for our companies that already offer optimized telematic solution, provide EV public transportation means, as well as they construct passive public buildings around the world.
Excellency, if we're talking about the relationship between the two countries, let's talk about Indonesia and European Union. Indonesia and the EU have been discussing this economic comprehensive partnership of IEU-SEPA since 2016, and we've just been concluded the 30th round of discussion on last February. How does Czech see this progress of IEU-SEPA?
Negotiations on a free trade agreement, SEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, are currently underway with the European Commission, when there is a strong will on both sides to finalize these negotiations this year. As you know, SEPA is expected to have a positive impact on our partnership, create new opportunities for business, easier access to each of our other markets, and resulting is in increased trade and investment flow. SEPA will help to remove barriers to trade, including tariffs, and simplify custom procedures. This will make it much easier for the Czech and Indonesian businesses to export and import goods and reduce costs associated with trading. In conclusion, SEPA is expected to deepen economic ties between Indonesia and the Czech Republic.
From your explanation, we can conclude that the investment climate in Indonesia is seen as positive by the Czech Republic. Excellency, after this, we're going to talk about more the Indonesia position in the world, especially as the chair of ASEAN 2023, but after the commercial break. Pemirsa, Republik Ceko memandang Indonesia memiliki iklim investasi yang signifikan dan menarik. Di antaranya ialah dengan adanya ukuran pasar yang besar, lalu banyaknya keterlimpahan sumber daya alam, serta mudahnya regulasi untuk berinvestasi di Indonesia. Setelah ini kami akan membahas terkait dengan posisi Indonesia di dunia, khususnya Indonesia sebagai Ketua ASEAN 2023. Usai jeda, tetaplah di Berita Satu Spesial.